think he's on the hunt looking for some food. Oh, he snapped some. He got a tasty leaf. Nice, delicious stick. Today, I got a copyright strike, and I know I upload a lot of content from other areas, other channels. It's not my own. I've said in the past, you know, if they can copyright that stuff and they get the monetization for it, that's fine. And I've had a channel in the past, like, message, you know, comment on my video that was theirs and say, can you please take this down? I had no problem doing that. That's probably the best way to go about it. The copyright strike, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about the copyright strike and how I take that and my opinion of that, and I'm going to call out the channel that did that and talk about how I'm going to now look at this channel moving forward. The channel that sent me a copyright strike, it was Tucker Buds. They have golden retriever videos, great funny videos. You know, you can, I think I posted one video of theirs and it was a compilation. You know, you can comment on the video and ask me to take it down. I have no problem doing that. When you send me a copyright strike, I take that very personally. That's attacking my channel. You know, there's different ways to go about that. Not the only other channel that I post of. My channel, like, your videos, like a half of a percent of my channel, like, not even that. You don't need to do that, because I'm going to talk about you copyright strike. You're the only channel to send me a copyright strike out of all the other videos that I upload of other channels. What does that have to say about you? That's all I have to say. I will purposely never watch another Tucker Buds video again. That's it. I'm just going to talk about it. You didn't have to do that. You sent me a copyright strike. They can be very damaging to a channel. And clearly, if that's the only one I got out of all the other content that I upload, you know, I'm going to be hesitant to do it now because it's risky. But I've had other channels, other people comment and say, like, please take this down. I had no problem doing that. But if you're going to send a copyright strike, that's taken personally. No more Tucker Bud videos ever again moving forward. Hate to say it. Sorry. That was a dirty move. That was a scummy move. Just the way it is. I just moved. I got some beer, and I moved from up by where the ice water machine, like, station thing is, and that's, like, pretty close to the road, and I was even closer to the road. Like, I was literally the closest parking row to the road to where traffic was, and I was having trouble with my signal, like, uploading stuff, and stuff was moving really slow. I had, like, terrible service, and I didn't even realize that was because I was right by the road. All the traffic that was coming was just scooping up all the Wi-Fi I had, or I would have gotten, that I, you know, wanted to use. And you're like in these zones, and I didn't realize the zones were broken up, like, as microscopic as they are, because these cars are flying in and out of the zone I'm in, and we're sharing the zone, and the zone gives, I'm pretty sure it gives priority to the newest like mobile phone users with that service. It gives priority to, like, the newest ones that come into the zone, and it kicks out, or gives ones who have been in the zone the longest the worst. That's just from my own experience using these phones, like, remotely. and paying attention to my phone service and stuff, I'm pretty sure it gives priority to the newest phone users in the zone. So these cars are flying in right in front of me in my zone. They're stealing the Wi-Fi every time, and I'm trying to get Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is just constantly shitty. And then I moved. I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second. This parking lot's pretty big. I drove before I got beer to the other side, and instantly my phone service was like so much better. And it's probably a football field away, and like that makes that much of a difference. I think in a highly they put cell towers up, or cell tower mounts up, relative to like the number and the strength of the antennas. I'm pretty sure is relative to the phone service population in a specific area, and they'll do upgrades and things and add antennas and boost signal relative to, they're trying to give the population in that area good phone service so they don't have annoyed, pissed off customers. So they're checking every quarter. They're checking to see, where are we not meeting expectation? Where is our phone service lacking? And then they're doing upgrades in those areas. So in an area like this, it's highly populated in Austin, in a pretty major city. It's like a Class B city. It's probably not a Class A. You have government. You have the Texas central government is pretty much located here, I'm pretty sure. And then you have a major university like Austin University that has I don't know how many freaking students, 50,000, 60,000. Like a major college university. So it's Class B city. This is a pretty busy area in the city. So you're probably going to have more cell phone service mounts and more, stronger antennas. And if the population's more, the areas are going to be more broken up, more microscopic, I guess, and have denser signal and denser population, and it's a more important area to the cell phone carriers than most areas because of its high population density. So they want to, they have more people to please, and they have more portable router. And I don't really like to hook up to free Wi-Fi because it's not secured and it's not always the most reliable. More responsibility, more expectation, relative to the cell phone population in that area. So me just moving here and realizing that just being on the other end of the parking lot makes literally from 0 to 100 of a difference. I didn't realize that. It makes sense. You think about it, this highly populated of an area, I just didn't know that it made that much of a difference, and it's such a small space. And that was pretty eye-opening, pretty shocking learning experience that I had tonight. It's pretty important knowledge for somebody who uses their phone as much as I do and is constantly moving and working remotely and stuff like that. I rely on my phone service so much to run, so many things, and basically to connect myself to the fucking world, because I don't have a Wi-Fi, portable. I learned something else pretty major within the past half an hour. So I hadn't meditated in a while, and I didn't really realize that I hadn't meditated maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks as often as I do, because I was in a motel room and this van was getting work done on it. So I was kind of I wasn't really doing Uber Eats, so I wasn't exposed, out in social situations as much. And I did Uber Eats yesterday, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I should try to meditate. Had a good point in today where I had a headache, and I didn't really feel that well. I couldn't really think of anything else to do, so I meditated. And I had a really good, deep meditation session. And then I had another mini one when I was by that park under a tree, which is a great place to meditate. Had another really good meditation session, really strong and deep. And then I had another one in my car when I didn't have good Wi-Fi. When I have good Wi-Fi. And what I mean by having a good meditation session is I was really focused in. I was really able to connect to, just calming everything down and not having not having a bunch of thoughts running through my head, able to like settle down and able to focus and have a deep meditation session. They weren't very long, but from the minute I started to the minute I finished, I was in a pretty much deep meditation. You know, not the deepest I've ever had, but like a deep meditation where just, you know, disconnected from the outer space for the amount of time. Like pretty much like very efficient meditation session, short, but, you know, deep. And from the time I tried to start meditating to the time I was done, pretty much utilized the entire time to focus in and have an effective meditation session. So like 3 short, effective ones. And then when I went and I got beer, I felt similar to how I hadn't felt in a long time, where I had complete control over like my social, just my body language. I felt strong. I felt confident when I was paying. You know, I was able to like puff out my chest a little bit and just kind of like hold my ground in my space. And that's something that's kind of difficult. It's extremely difficult, and it's not something that people always think about when they have anxiety. Is their body language is like very like, at least me, is like, it's like slushy. It's like slurry, and it's like. I feel uncomfortable in my own fucking like skin and like my own space, especially when I feel like I'm being judged, and then it just like domino effects into like exponential growth. And it's just like, yeah, it's fucking annoying, because when it gets worse, usually you're not able to, unless you like get out of the situation, the social situation, you're not able to like relieve it, because it's like a domino exponential like effect. After those 3 short, effective meditation sessions, where I felt I was really connected and just, you know, disconnected from the exterior world, and I was able to like focus in, and almost like it's like in between being awake and sleeping. That's how I would describe it. When you're in deep meditation, it's like the happy medium between like being awake and sleeping. And it's almost like when you meditate enough, you know when you're there, and it's easy to slip into sleep, and it's easy to like wake up too much and then not be able to get back into that happy medium between sleep and being awake. But when you're in that happy state where you're kind of disconnected and you know where you are, you're not quite like asleep, but you're just like deep, focused in, calm, just in the moment, in the present moment. But I would say, like, if I can get into those, because it's not always that efficient and that effective. Sometimes you try to meditate and you can't really. Like, I'm pretty sure before I was meditating today, when I was meditating, like before I stayed in the motel room, before my van was getting worked on it, if I was meditating in my van, that's the thing. I don't think I really was in a comfortable like setting. Like, I was in my van for a long time before my van got worked on it, and I was in the heat. I didn't have this like Arctic air. I had a fan. It was pretty hot. I was in my van. I was low on funds. There was limited things I could do. So I was kind of just sitting in the mucky, humid heat, and I don't think I meditated that much either. And I think I had trouble meditating when I did try because of how uncomfortable the setting was. So, like, maybe me not meditating for so long, I was able to, like, dive into a deep, effective meditation easier. Maybe the Delta 8 and the Delta 10, they help. I'm not really sure. Maybe I've done a little more exercise, like yesterday compared to, like, the past, like, week. Since I've been in the van, since I've been out of the motel room, I haven't really exercised. Then I did Uber Eats yesterday and just walking around doing deliveries. That gave me energy. That's how much I exercised. I went from being like sluggish, then doing Uber Eats, and then I had like all this energy after Uber Eats. So like, there's a good amount of exercise to give myself energy, is what I'm trying to say. But like, maybe all those things are, I think, good things towards that help you try to meditate and help you when you meditate. If you do those things regularly while you're meditating regularly, I think exercise and meditation go hand in hand. Getting good sleep, I wasn't really talking about that, but I think the exercise probably helped. Delta 8, Delta 10, I don't really know. I'm trying to think. Like, the other thing I could think of is not meditating for a while, and then my body just like really wanting to meditate and just kind of being like, yo, where has this been for the last couple weeks? Come on. But so learned 2 really cool things. One about cell phone service, and you know how little of a difference it makes in a highly populated area when you move like fucking a few hundred feet, and just paying attention to where public traffic is and trying to stay away from it when you're trying to use your phone in a remote setting. And then how important if you can have deep, effective meditation sessions, how important and effective they can be and help relieving social anxiety. You know, I felt great today. Like, I felt better. I had more energy. I was in a better mood. I took probiotics that probably helped me be in a better mood as well. Your stomach and your diverse biodome diversity is connected to like your mood and your emotions, so that could have helped too, the probiotics. But I think meditating also helps obviously relieve stress, obviously puts you in a better mood. So learned 2 pretty good things. I like to make mental notes, and I felt like it was good to make a video because there were 2 pretty cool things I came across in fucking half an hour. I was like, damn, that's pretty sweet Friday night. Learning. Education's fucking cool. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is fucking cool.